Hi, homeschool family. I'm going to do a very quick video here of my homeschool. When I say quick, I mean just like a really quick. It's going to look really clean, just to warn you, because my our second eldest son, he's 14, he likes to rearrange things and have things looking differently. So he took it upon himself without being asked during chore time today and just cleaned up everything and rearranged. I actually had a full home living area here with a table, that table that's over there, and the kitchen set that's over there, whereas all in this little corner for my 1-year-old and 5-year-old and 7-year-old who likes to, play like they're cooking, having birthday parties, restaurants, and stuff like that. This big doll house was in another corner. I only keep like one doll. She has so many dolls, but I don't like to keep all the toys out. As you can see, I also only have out a bag of dress-ups for the 5-year-old and 1-year-old. They're all boy dress-ups, superheroes and stuff, and some toy cars and trucks. I learned long ago you can't keep all the toys out. It'll just be hectic and chaotic and messy all the time, and then I'll get bored and have nothing to do. And I learned that we have a 17-year-old, so it's just something that I don't do anymore. Okay, it's getting blurry here. Maybe I gotta be still. Aha! Give it time to focus. Okay, so this is my 1-year-old shelf, his bookshelf. If you see anything on there you have questions about, just ask me. This is my 1-year-old stuff. Here's his book. This is mainly what we do for school, is talk about things in this book. We could talk about colors, counting, the words of the items, like it says, my first words. I've had this from the library. Our library lets you renew stuff so much, like 6 times, I think. And I've only renewed it actually once so far. We've only been homeschooling for 4 weeks. Okay. This is my 5-year-old shelf. As you can see, he needs a little bit more stuff. I got to give shots out for people when I use their freebies on the internet. That K down there is from Confessions of a Homeschooling Mom, and you can see he has his sight words in there he's working on, and some other stuff, which this sight word he mastered. God is mastered. So that was on the wall. I like putting stuff on the wall, but it either fell off or the 1-year-old took it off. But I can talk about any of that. This is a sticker chart, counting. I could talk about that too. Just ask, or I probably will come and do another video honing in on each of these things that I'm showing you. The calendar here, I can tell you that I can tell you quickly, I believe it's better to actually have the real items that adults use along with the item made for kids, so they can make that transfer of knowledge that, oh, this is this and this is this. Oh, okay. So it just won't be this abstract thing that they're doing, but they'll know the greater purpose, which is that. Okay? And why, of course, is to be able to know what day it is. This is also from Confessions of a Homeschooling Mom. Shout out. Good job. Oh, you're so wonderful. I loved some of the things I can get off of your site. And so I have that just up there also. He also has the actual calendar to trace. We're on spring break right now, so everything's not matching up. I gotta hang this up. I usually had the March one, which is on the other side. Well, it wasn't. Oh, I know where's that. It was hanging right here, and he would just go up and write. And so I'll have to hang that back up. And here I have some words up here on the wall. I could talk about that later. I like watching shorter videos on YouTube, so I'm trying to make mine shorter and not like a 20-minute video. This is not an IKEA shelf. It is an Office Depot shelf. I do not live by an IKEA store. It was going to cost a whopping like $2.99 in shipping. Yeah, right. Who's going to pay that? Because I live so far away. So, hey, thank you, Office Depot, for having something similar, not as big as I wanted it. It's not as many shelves, but hey, push comes to shove, we can always get another one and boom, put it right there when these kiddos over here grow up. But then these kiddos over here will be growing up. So I have 1, 2, 3 squares for 3 of my children. And see, the rest of those squares are mine. Because I have so much stuff. Because guess what? I used to be a public school teacher. So, yeah, if you're wondering how she get all this and what's going on and how she organized that quick, and she's only been homeschooling for 4 weeks, I'll have to tell you that story at another time. That might take a minute. Here is, okay, I got Be Still's getting blurry again. Okay, unblur yourself. Camera. Be still. Anyhow, this is my 7-year-old's area. As you can see, my younger kids have areas. Okay? Bookshelf is all the 1-year-old has, but he has so many playthings like that. And yes, the other ones play with them too, but of course he plays with them more. And then as you can see, the 5-year-old, he not only has a bookshelf, but he also has this area. Now the chair and table wasn't there before, but when my son rearranged, he put it there. Usually my 5-year-old stands up to work on this calendar and weather stuff, and it's still blurry. Okay, let me see something here. Ha! I got this. I got the blur to go away. Ha! I got this. Okay, so here's some stuff my 7-year-old has on in her area, which hers is more like a wall because she also has a square over here, which we don't call them cubbies because that's too kindergartenish for the older ones, for the 14 and 10-year-olds. So they're squares. But her area is mainly a wall. Now I don't really have an area like this wall or the bookshelf or that wall for the 10 and 14-year-old, but I do plan to fill this area with things that they do. For example, let me just show this real quick. Okay, this is something they had to teach the 7-year-old, the 10 and 14-year-old did together. So, and well, I take that back. These are words, you know, their vocab words and things they've worked on and things I had to check. Like, you might think add in some really for 14 and 10-year-old, but hey, they've been in school. And so we've only been homeschooling for 4 weeks, so I had to make sure they knew what I thought they knew. For those of you pulling your kids out, you can't just assume what they know. This table here is where I meet with the older ones, and we sit and do stuff and that needs a table. Okay, if not, we're usually on the floor, especially with the younger ones. We're always on the floor. Okay. In that corner, I have Matthew C. blocks. Just got to give a quick show of that because I love Matthew C. I'm going to this area now where my 3-month-old resides. She doesn't reside there like that, but she actually is just starting to be more awake and more attentive, so I can't keep her here very long because she'll realize no one's around her and that we have these fake meows, replacements of people like little dangling things and mirrors, and so she realizes I hear people but I don't see people, and so she might get a little, you know, bored. So I like to move infants around. I always do that. So here's another little corner for her, and I just put her there. Sometimes I bring her car seat down, which I don't prefer all the time because I do think floor is best. There's also a little diaper changer I'll show you later that I'll lay her on right next to the table because she likes to be right next to the table. We, of course, have a computer area, and I'm getting blurry again. This bookshelf are all of my husband's books. Shout out to the Big Daddy who lets me, you know, stay at home. He provides so we can do this. And we have a television area, which we haven't used for homeschool yet. So like I said, I want a short video. Hopefully this is short. I really hope it's under 6 minutes. I'll come back and talk about this poster on the wall, the poster I want to add, and things like that. Alrighty, YouTube. Okay, I forgot the whiteboard. We could talk about that later. Okay, signing out.